Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance.
Yeah.
Now I hit
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already.
The Jazz as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right, and the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. And it's been home cooking for the Spurs in the midst of a homestand here in San Antonio. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
Kevin, I don't think they're too worried about the winning streak coming to an end, especially if they just do what they've been doing. Just play good, solid, smart basketball on both ends of the floor.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Exum and Mitchell, the guard tandem. And it's Ingles in at the small forward position. Well, last season, DeMar DeRozan, one of the handful of NBA players, Steve, who bravely spoke out about mental health and how it impacts them personally.
Yeah, had a great column in which he talked about his depression and anxiety. Never easy for a star athlete or anyone to be so frank about that kind of subject. It takes a lot of courage to do that, and DeRozan was rightfully applauded for his honesty.
6 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, coming in, you know Donovan Mitchell's going to get shots. All you can do defensively is try to make it tough on him.
AI kicks to Murray. Back to AI. Gobert with the block. Exum with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Can't emphasize this enough. This is the way Mitchell's got to play to give this team its best chance. And the thing about Mitchell, stands only about 6'3", but has a solid frame and long arms, and is very quick off his feet.
Gay, that's good.
The arms of Gay go on forever, which is what makes him a big-time threat to score inside.
And David Aldridge spoke with Quinn Snyder. David?
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Now, here's AI. Last game he had 13. Pass to Gay. Basket is good. The assist from AI. And talking about Mitchell, you have the physical profile, and then you have the intangibles.
The first one, he's a highly competitive guy. The strides he's made with his shooting speaks volumes about his work ethic. Great character and very well spoken.
Here's Ingles after Rudy Gay's bucket. And the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got his first basket of the night.
The steady hand of Ingles in pick and roll action, just making plays.
AI passes to Gay. Lays it up and banks it in.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Mitchell with it, outguarded by Murray. Back to Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Goes back up. Count the basket.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed.
Steve, you played with 6 different NBA teams. What's the best way to earn the respect of new teammates, for instance, in the case of you with the 6 different teams you played on?
I think, Kevin, being yourself in all situations. You come in and you do what we used to call the obvious. You play extremely hard. You're a good teammate, and obviously being on time, and you don't be one of those players that deviates from the system. Come in and follow the game plan, and don't try to go outside the game plan, and just be reliable and be disciplined.
Good perspective. And so in the game for the Jazz, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Ricky Rubio is out there with Exum, and it's Crowder in at the 3 spot. Gay kicks to AI. Passes it to Aldridge. From the line, and good coming on the assist by AI. AI's got 5 assists in the game. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Exum. A second chance effort. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Exum's got his first basket.
Dante has great length and quickness to be able to operate inside the paint.
Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. Spurs working the ball around now. AI right side. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And there's the pass to Favors. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Jazz lead by 3.
That's where majority of Favors points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
AI right side. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. AI's got 4 points in the quarter.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection. The Utah Jazz, their offense, they can go at you from several angles. They have a lot of shot creators and a lot of guys that can put it on the floor. Solid shooting, and they don't get sped up on the offensive end.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 3. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Rubio. He's right around 13 points a night, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
The Spurs making a switch here. Murray's checked in, and keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Lakers was phenomenal. He ended with 13 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. He was a big factor in helping his team continue to play well and ultimately come out ahead. Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it, his ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Thursday, They'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Ingles finds Favors. Another miss by Utah.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Gay can't hit. Utah trailing here. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Inside. Here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Another miss by Utah. Here's AI. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Gay and Aldridge are up front. AI is out there with Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Jazz trail by 3.
Quinn Snyder, one of the more serious and intense coaches in the NBA. He has an MBA and a law degree. Takes a very measured approach to coaching, and it fits the team perfectly.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Off contact, to me, when you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, that toughness for a young fella is on full display.
Murray, the pass to Gay. AI left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. AI's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Spurs. AI's gone 4 of 6 from the floor here tonight. And Steve, you talk about Snyder's intensity, perhaps has one of the sternest faces on the sideline.
That intensity has translated to his defense. He's rebuilt the team on that end. The Jazz players have followed his lead. They play with toughness.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
When Gobert gets in deep, that's often your best option, is to wrap him up and send him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. White comes in for Murray. Utah also making some changes. Jay Crowder's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dante Exum.
High percentage look for AI. Very confident converting in the painted area.
Crowder kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Cephalosha. Just 5 to shoot. For the tie. Rebounded by the Spurs.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by AI. AI's got his 6th assist on the night.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, GA. He is indeed a fiery competitor. Hey, that's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for Utah. 9-point game. Here's Mitchell. Buries it down low. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter. Steve, we know you're not going to become an official anytime soon, but is there a rule you would change in the NBA right now if you could?
Yeah, I look at the zone defense. I would love to go back where you're guarding your guy in some form or fashion. I know when I played, there was totally different rules about the legal defense, and it was basically imaginary line right straight down the middle. If you crossed that line, you had to go and double team somebody. I look at it right now, there's teams that are so good, they're just kind of playing a zone, and it's forcing us to see teams take more three-point shots.
The Spurs have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
What you're really impressed with, the way AI competes night in and night out, raises the bar for his teammates, holds everyone accountable.
Urginus, and he goes in for the dunk.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Sefolosha passes to Udo. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mitchell. He can't hit that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way. AI double team. White, good. White's got his first 2 points of the night.
When the defense pays you that much attention, this is the right response. AI keeping his eyes up, finding the open man.
Rubio dishes to Udo. Mitchell kicks to Udo. Pass to Rubio. Mitchell outside. Got a piece of it.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
AI left side. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Good D by Mitchell.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender,
A different look now for San Antonio. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Purdy. Gay comes in for Bertinus, and AI is subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Utah also making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Udo. Crowder comes in for Joe Ingles, and Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Kyle Korver. So on the floor for Utah, Exum and Mitchell, the guard tandem. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Crowder in at the 3, the small forward.
off the bounce, AI gets downhill in a hurry. Defense can't react fast enough.
Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like a more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
And Utah making a change here. Ingles is checked in. Knocks it loose. White against Rubio. And Favors has it in the corner. Another miss by Utah. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
AI with the bucket.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for AI.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
Bellinelli passes to AI. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's rebounded by Udo.
And guys, there's a lot to like here defensively. That shot almost ends up in the stands.
And he was not quite in position to block the shot, but the result is all the same.
Pass to Pirtle. Yes, that goes in.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
Bertans kicks to AI. That one falls.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better.
I'ma leave them stuck, cause most of them like Biden. Joe's trying to get a buck. I'm a pro, so they duck and say I'm low cold. Meanwhile, rappers say the same thing like